Hi, in this video I'm going to share with you why a 50-something-year-old would start a YouTube channel. And it isn't just so my 16-year-old son can roll the eyes into the back of his head thinking, oh my goodness, my dad has started a YouTube channel. But hey, I enjoy that as well. I understand I'm in the age category of those people who normally don't start YouTube channels. But then again, I'm not one who has really stuck with the norms throughout my life. Hey, I'm David McMeekin and welcome to, or welcome back to my channel. I'm an academic currently living in Perth, Western Australia. Kind of stuck here, really, with the pandemic, but that's a story for another video. I haven't been an academic all my life. Actually, I've spent more of my life doing other things rather than being an academic. Things like living in different countries, learning different languages, studying in different countries, teaching English, running non-governmental organisations in different parts of the world, and a few other things as well. I think this may be why one of the places I feel most at home is at 10,000 metres above the earth on a plane, particularly on a long haul flight. My favourite being the Perth to London long haul flight, almost 17 hours. Totally relaxing, absolutely love it, and I feel most at home. But I digress. Why? Well, it's not really digressing because it's part of my story. It's part of who I am, and that ties into why I'm starting a YouTube channel. Working in higher education, the pandemic had a significant impact on our sector in everything we do, how we do it, when we do it, and I guess sometimes why we even do it. We've had to rethink everything we do, how we do it, the means of communicating it. Every aspect of higher education has been impacted by the pandemic, and it's changing how we've done things and how we will do things into the future. I love this. I love just trying to stay out in front of things. Maybe that's because I surf, and when you surf, you want to stay just out in front of the wave. You don't want to get too far back, because if you get too far back, you get sucked up and spat out. If you're too far forward, what happens is you lose all the momentum and you start to slow down, and then that gets you into more trouble. Getting into more trouble? Well, if you're sitting dead in the water, you're going to use all your energy up trying to get to where you want to go. If you're not dead in the water, but you're caught in what we call the impact zone, then you're going to use all of your energy trying to keep breathing as you're getting pounded by the waves. So it's important to ride just in front, just at that front of the wave. How does this tie into YouTube and a YouTube channel? Well, many of you, I would go as far as to say probably all of you at some point in time have used YouTube to learn something. I know I have. I'm forever learning stuff. I want to find out this. I go onto YouTube and I look for a tutorial. I look for a way to learn something on YouTube. Extremely effective means. My journey into YouTube really is about understanding what makes a great YouTube channel, what draws people back into the channels of people to watch their videos again and again, and the new content, and take that and learn from that and bring that with me back into the higher education sector. What are these important things that I can use and adapt in this sector to connect with the students, to connect in a way that they learn, they understand, they engage with the material, to develop into the areas that they are wanting to go into? So my 2 reasons really for being here is how to take this idea of a YouTube channel back into my everyday work. And secondly, to create a channel where I guess I can share things that I've learnt along my journey of life. Things that I've found helpful, fun, important, interesting, and hopefully you will find them helpful and interesting too. To go on this journey of life together, sharing it in the medium of YouTube and connecting with people. I've lived in at least 5 different countries, which requires moving there, settling there, getting yourself established there. I've attempted to learn at least 5 languages, and I can say in at least 3 of them, including English, I can survive. I have a minimum of 4 completely unrelated careers that I've worked in. I've studied at a foreign university in a foreign language, learning a foreign language. I picked up an undergraduate degree in my 30s with one wife, one 3-year-old, and a baby that was born 2 months prior to me starting the undergraduate degree. I went on and got a PhD, still with my one wife, my 2 kids, and then a baby, a 3rd child that came along about 2 months or so before I started the PhD. And I still think learning, developing, growing, changing is possible, and it's probably the greatest thing that we can do in our lives. And I think when we stop doing that, I wonder, do we start to stop living? So I launched my YouTube channel to share this trip with other sojourners of life. And along the way, I hope to learn new things, to encourage others to learn new things, and to share with others some of the things I have learnt and the things I am learning as I continue my sojourn through this life. We are in this together, with family, with friends, with acquaintances, with strangers. And it's in this togetherness, in this relationship and connectedness, that we do life better. To hear and see more of what I'm talking about, check out one of my previous videos or check in next week for my next video. Thanks for joining me. I'm David McMeekin, Kendini Ebuk.